One of my favorite things to collect is comics. So today I thought I'd talk about that and have a closer look at my Thor collection, as well as give a little bit of insight into how I collect comics and my thoughts on comic collecting as a whole, especially collecting comics in Australia. But yeah, let's get into it. So, collecting comics, fun thing, and it's such a unique thing in the sense that how you decide to collect comics and what comics you collect is totally up to you. So your collection can be like so unique, and yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things about collecting comics. So back in 2019, I was being a bit of a sheep, following the rest of the dummies. I was right into the whole spec thing. Around that COVID time, like that's all anyone was talking about. It was, oh, this book's going to be worth this much, that book's going to be worth this much, the movies are going to do this, the movies are going to do that. And yeah, fell right into it, with all of that and, buying certain books. And eventually I got to a point where I said to myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I, buying books of characters that I don't even give a shit about? And I sort of took a step back and I asked myself, I said, what do I want to collect? Like, what do I want to see on my wall? And I made the decision that I wanted to try do a Silver Age collection, and more importantly, a Marvel Silver Age collection. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm currently doing, and that's what I've focused in on. So the Mighty Thor, obviously, Thor debuted in Journey into Mystery, and then he eventually Journey into Mystery became a solo series, which is the Mighty Thor. So that was when I bought a collection one time, and there was a bunch of these in there, and I sort of counted them up, and I thought, okay, well, they're nearly all here. I mean, obviously, I still need quite a few more, but I've got like a nice little handful there, so I thought that'll be a good one to start. And I decided as well, like, okay, well, am I gonna like collect every single issue, or am I just gonna collect some issues? And I decided for myself that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna collect the keys. I'm just gonna collect the major and minor keys issues, and just from the Silver Age. So as soon as it goes into Bronze Age, like that's when I stop. So yeah, so Thor's the very first one that I've completed. So I've got every major and minor Silver Age key from that run. Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, the GOAT, the absolute GOAT, the God of Marvel. Wouldn't exist if it wasn't for him. Yeah, so yeah, I'll set a different camera up. We'll have a closer look at these books, but that's my way I like to collect. Now here in Australia, you might think that, oh, it's be a bit hard, but there's actually quite a big community, well, not big, but like, a big enough community of people that have Silver Age books and older books. They might not have every single one at any given time, but they're pretty easy to complete. Like because one of the things that turned me off from getting into Silver Age is I used to think that like, oh, it's going to be too hard. There's not going to be any of it around here in Australia, but so there's a surprising amount, and there's no FOMO on any of this stuff. There's no like, oh, you better hurry up, like it'll go. Like, I mean, on eBay there's books that have been there for years. I've got comic books on my eBay that have been up there for over a year. Like, they just sit, like they're in, like, no one's in any rush to buy comic books. So yeah, like in that sense we are very lucky. Plus, if you have to get from the US, it's just one of the things that you just have to bite the bullet on. But majority of books, especially something like this, which is a little bit more not as popular as, say, Spider-Man or something like that, it's very easy to get. This took me about, I'd say, just shy of 2 years to get every single one. And again, that's not rushing, that's not panicking, that's just spare $50 here, spare $100 there, spare $20 there. And yeah, it's no, it's really been a lot of fun. I'm onto a different series now. Uh, that's going along not too bad, be getting there. But yeah, I'll do a separate video on that, especially if this video does well. But I don't even care if it does well. I mean, even if no one watches it, I enjoy doing them. But yeah, so anyway, I'll get these books down and we'll get a closer look at them and go over their key significance. Okay, so the books in questions, the Mighty Thor comic collection, starting from the earliest one. So here we've got 126. So this is when Journey into Mystery became the Thor solo title. Again, classic cover of Thor battling Hercules there. With graded books on my collection is a mixture. So the way I do it is I just go off budget. So like what's within my budget. I don't have I don't need they have to be a certain grade or anything like that. It's just what's within my budget. So this is a CGC 4.0. Yeah, so there that's the first one. Moving on, we got 127. Got a first appearance of a lot of the Greek gods like Pluto, Hippolyta. I think the Midgard serpent is in there as well. Again, too, just like the books from the 60s. Just yeah, love like the age, like the older stuff. Yeah, Silver Age is can't go wrong with Silver Age. Moving on, 129 again, just another heap of the Greek gods, Ares, Hermes, Dionysus, Hera, stuff like that. Again, just those Jack Kirby covers are just I love it. Can't go wrong with it. We got 132. This is the first cameo appearance of Ego, the Living Planet. Nice yellow background cover there. Gotta love those yellow covers. We got 133, first full appearance of Ego, the Living Planet. There he is on the front there. Behold, the Living Planet. So cool. Another graded one. We got 134. So this is the first High Evolutionary. Of course, who was in the Guardians of the Galaxies, the third movie, the big bad. The actor, he did an awesome job in that movie. Yeah, he was savage. Hopefully, he's not gone from the cinematic universe. Hopefully, he'll make a bit of a appearance down the road there. I thought he was a great villain. Yeah, played a real evil bastard in that. He was great. 135, more of the High Evolutionary. Got Man Beast on the cover. Man Beast actually makes his first appearance in 134, but yeah, there he is on the cover there. 136 got Sif is got redone. So first appearance of what Sif would look like going forward. Yeah, again, great little cover there. So we've got 137. Actually, wait, 13. I'm missing one here. No, 135. 136. Yeah, 137. First appearance of Bullock, the Rock Troll. Again, just a great action cover. I love those the classic comic book covers. Just it just jumps off the page. I love it. 138. We got first appearance of Oracle. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad cover. Not the best. 139. First cover appearance of Sif in the new outfit. This is probably the worst condition in my collection. I probably really should upgrade this. Like the spine is just beat to hell. But again, it was one of those minor keys. So I'd just seen it somewhere. I think I got this off eBay, and I'd been keeping an eye on for it, and this popped up, and I was like, no, yeah, that's wrong. I actually got this off a Facebook group. That's right. I picked up a few books, and he had this as well. So I was like, oh yeah, just chuck it in. I need it. But I probably really do need to upgrade that. So with my collection as well, again, I'm a firm believer of low grade's better than no grade, but the cover has to be there, has to be complete. I don't mind, chips and ticks and fold marks, stuff like that, but definitely no missing corners and tears or anything like that. Cover's got to be complete, and the book itself has to be complete. All pages have to be there. That's my minimum requirements on my Silver Age books, because again, once you start going into high grade, you get into ridiculous price ranges. So gotta be responsible. Got to stay on a budget. We've got 140, first appearance of the Grown Man. Again, just another great cover. Got that white background, just the Grown Man Thor just literally jumping off the page there. I mean, that is just yeah, like that is Silver Age books. Like that's comic books. Like the cover. It's all about the cover. 143. What do we got here? The Enchanters 3 first appearance. Again, nice, lovely little action cover. Little Mylar bags always make comics look great. Can't go wrong with Mylar. So we've got 146. This is Origin of the Inhumans. So again, like back in those early days, they used to spread stories out in other comic books. It wasn't just that hero, so you'd get the origin stories in between there. 147, pretty much the same thing. Again, great cover with Thor fighting Loki on the cover there. I think be Odin laughing in the background or angry in the background, but yeah. Again, like this is just a minor key with more of the Inhumans origin story. So we got 148, first appearance of the Wrecker. Pretty sure the Wrecking Crew was in the very divisive She-Hulk series. But yeah, there's his first appearance there. Lovely red cover background. Gotta love that. Again, got more of the Wrecker, 149. Again, just that second appearance, the battle continued. This one of my favourite covers coming up. This is the first cover of Hela. I would say, as far as Silver Age books go, like that is by far one of the best covers out there. Yeah, if you like Silver Age Marvel, get that in your collection. Like that is just a sick cover. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Got another graded book here. This is a Halo graded book. So Halo was an Australian grading company, Australian-based grading company. Unfortunately, the owner and grader passed away. I believe it was last year, 2025. I think it might. Yeah, I think it was 2025. But yeah, no, very very sad for the Australian comic book community. But yeah, got one of his slabs there, and that there is first appearance of Mangok. And yeah, very big, very powerful Thor villain, and just Marvel in general villain. But yeah, no, nice little cover there. Okay, moving on, we got 158. This is just a retelling of Thor's origin and his alter ego, Donald Blake. Yeah, nice cover there. So again, coming up to some of my favourite covers, these are the ones that have Galactus. So again, if you're a Galactus fan, a lot of his stories and origin go through the Thor book. So again, this is Galactus is hunting Ego, the living planet, and they tell a little bit of his origin. Then we have the actual 161. So again, more of the origin of Galactus, as well as the Battle of Ego. Again, great cover. Great cover. Thor smacked in the middle there. So we got 162. Again, just more of the origin of Galactus. And then I think there's as well as like a bit of a something that pops up in like later stories as well, the Plague or Black Winter, something like that. But yeah, more of just Galactus's origin. 163 got a little bit of a cameo appearance of him. Him is more commonly known as Adam Warlock, but yeah, in his early days in Fantastic Four and Thor, he was just known as him. So 164, much the same, just a little cameo appearance. I think there's like a hand or something in like one panel. But again, it's all leading up to this one here, 165. So yeah, first full appearance of him, first full appearance of Adam Warlock. Great little slab. Love like black covers as well. They just pop. And again, like the whole action cover. I mean, that's gorgeous. That is great. Sorry about the light reflection there, but yeah, no, another graded book. I think at the time I think I bought this for 500. I'm gonna say 500 Aussie dollars, but yeah, no, they're definitely one of the more expensive books in the whole collection, and yeah, no, looks great. more of that battle, more of the Adam Warlock him battle continued on in 166. Now, also too on 165, a lot of people consider that book to be the end of the Silver Age of comics. Starting off with Showcase when they redid the Flash, I think it's Showcase 4. And then, yeah, ending with a lot of people consider 165 the end because that's when we move on to the 15 cent dollar mark. But I had to break the rules a little bit as it goes on to the Bronze Age of 15 cent books because like these covers just had to be in the collection. I wasn't skipping on them. So yeah, we've got 168. First appearance of Thermal Man. This is by far one of my favorite covers. I love those Jack Kirby covers. You know, like that is art to me. That is art. Love it. And we've got more of our Thor's origin, and the Creeping Plague, which becomes the Black Winter, and like later on Thor stories. Again, just like awesome cover, like all those background panels. This one goes way more into the actual origin. And I ended my collection on 170. Nice round number to end on. Beautiful red background cover. And again, that's the second appearance of the Thermal Man. Yeah, and like classic action cover. But yeah, so that's my Thor collection and how I like to collect books. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll do another video soon on another comic book collection, another one that I'm doing, or another one that I've completed. And yeah, thanks for tuning in and checking it out. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, check out my other videos. It's mainly just Pokemon stuff, but yeah, plan to do plenty more on comics and whatnot. But yeah, thanks.